Hey yogis, welcome to day 1 of your 30-day yoga challenge, checking in. Before we start this journey together, I wanted to mention a couple of things about this program. As we have people joining the program of all levels, including newbies, I wanted to spend the first week focusing on lower intensity foundational work, which even the most seasoned practitioner can benefit from. As we move into week 2, 3, and 4, we will progress in intensity as well as exploration of the various postures and breathing. As I'm unable to see you directly, please move intuitively, taking care of your body. In terms of props, what can be handy are 2 blocks and a strap. If you don't have these props available to you, it's no stress. So let's get started. Let's begin by lying down on our back, with our head to the back of the mat. Bend your knees and bring them apart so the soles of the feet are able to touch. And then I want you to take your dominant hand and let it rest on your heart. Okay, it may not be the actual heart, just think of it resting on the chest, and the other hand resting on the abdomen. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in. Open the mouth. So it's important as we start any journey to take stock of the place from where we start. So these first few moments of class will be dedicated to just that. As you lie here on your back, notice how you feel physically. Become aware of the thoughts you carry with you. What is your state of mind? And notice the feelings that you have with you in your heart. As you notice these different things, doing so from a place of observation, not allowing yourself to become too attached to what you see, to what you notice. Just witness. Again, breathe in. Release, open the mouth. Take your dominant hand and let it rest also on the belly. Perhaps the elbows go slightly wider. And we're going to move on to a breathing exercise that we call Samavriti, or square breath. The idea is that through the breath in, the hold, the breath out, and the hold, these are all done in equal parts and equal time. We're going to be working with a count of 4. Let's start by exhaling completely. Pause. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Again, inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Deep breath in. Open your eyes, open the mouth. Bring your hands to the outer knees. We'll close the knees together. Bring them in towards the stomach, and then reach your arms around your legs. Grab either your forearms or your elbows and squeeze. Okay, really feel the thighs pressing tightly into the belly. Imagine that you're compressing or squeezing out any last bit of tension from the year that we've just had. 2020. We've made it. We're going to take our arms and spread them wide. We're going to lower the legs over towards the left, and then move your chin towards the right shoulder. Your left hand can rest on top of the right thigh. Breathe in. And breathe out, slide your right arm a bit further away from you, push your shoulder down. Okay, release your left arm out to the side, knees to center, and then lower your thighs over towards the right. The right hand can rest on the left thigh, chin moves towards the left shoulder, breathe in. And feel the back of the left shoulder push down, breathe out. Okay, come to center, inhale. We're going to stretch our feet high into the air. So think of your toes pointing up towards the ceiling. And for some of you who feel a bit perhaps tight in the back part of the body, I would suggest bending the knees so the heels are really stacked above the pelvis. We're going to hold this position with either the palms flat, or you can also hold onto the edges of the mat. With your exhalation, very gently push down through your lower spine. Feel your sacrum pressing into the floor. We're going to take one more breath here. Maybe notice the front of hips, front of thighs. You might even connect with the front of belly. And then we're going to set both of our feet flat onto the floor. So the feet are around hips distance apart. The heels are directly in front of the buttocks. Go ahead, stretch your arms over your head, breathe in. And as we exhale, we're going to curl our tailbone off the floor, begin lifting the lower back, and start bringing the spine away from your mat. Now, of course, as the spine comes off of the floor, so does the buttocks. We're going to push our heels into the floor, inhale, and on the exhale, draw the tailbone between your thighs. So as you start, as we stay in this position, you may notice some contracting around the buttocks, hopefully through the front of the thighs, the quadriceps, even the hamstrings. Push your heels deeper. Now start from the top of the spine and lower down one bone, one vertebra at a time. So this feeling that we're rounding the back such that the lower spine touches the floor before the pelvis. And then once it does, see if you can find the natural curve of the lower back, drawing the tailbone down into the floor. Draw your knees in towards you, roll onto the left side, and then make your way up to the front of your mat, stepping back into a plank position. I find that there's no real fluid way to come out of that, but nevertheless, we are in our high plank pose. Look down at your hands and their shoulders distance apart. Now, I like to work with the index fingers running parallel towards each other. I know that some of you may have heard middle fingers parallel before. So try both, see which one works for you. We're going to hold here, push down through the base of your first fingers, press down through the tips of the thumbs, lower your knees to the floor with your big toes together. Come to child's pose, separate the knees around the distance of the mat and slide your arms forward. Let your forehead rest down. Right away, breathe in and breathe out. Come towards a table pose. So your wrists are underneath the shoulders, hands are still shoulders distance, knees are underneath the hips. We're going to start to curl the tailbone between the thighs and round the spine, moving our way towards a cat pose. Okay, come into your full cat position, hold here, and push firmly through your hands. Arms are straight. Imagine your hands are trying to slide your mat forward away from the knees. Your knees are dragging the mat back away from the wrists. Stay here in this cat position. Starting from your tailbone, begin to curl, lift the tailbone up, lower the abdomen towards the floor, begin to arch through the upper back as you lift the chin, look forward, come towards cow pose, hold here, pushing down firmly through the hands, arms are straight, and this time imagine pulling the knees and wrists together, tightening the space between hands and legs. Round the spine, exhale, cat. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, curl the chest, inhale to cow pose, look forward. And then on the exhalation, come more towards a tabletop pose. So somewhere in between where the spine is parallel to the floor. Go ahead and reach the left leg back. So we're going to lift the left leg in line with the ground, point the toes back. Some of you might prefer to point the toes down, but just make sure that the toes are active. Now keep your left thigh as best as you can parallel to the floor, and then begin to bend your left knee. Think of the heel coming towards the buttock. Keep drawing the thigh high while pulling up and in through navel. On the exhalation, bring your left thigh forward as though you want to touch the stomach. Gaze right down towards the floor, and then with your left foot, step to plank pose. With your right thigh, pull it up and in towards the stomach. Right foot to plank pose, breathe in, and then downward dog, push back and up through the hips. Don't worry so much about the heels touching the floor. Rather bend your knees slightly and tilt the tailbone up. Okay, imagine the bottom fold of your buttocks lifting away from the floor and high into the sky. Breathing in as we push down through the base knuckles, through the tips of our thumbs. Exhale, push back through your thighs. Come down onto the knees, set yourselves up in tabletop pose once again, with wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and then stretch your right leg back. Okay, toes pointing back or down towards the floor. Lift the navel, and then begin bending the right knee, thinking of the heel coming towards the glute. This is gonna create a bit of heaviness in your right thigh, so keep lifting your right thigh high. Bring the thigh forward towards the abdomen, keep looking down, and then step your right foot towards plank position. And then left thigh pulls up and into stomach. Step the left foot back, plank, inhale. And then exhale, we send our hips back and up, once again to down dog. If you've ended up with your feet off of the mat, just like myself, you can just walk a little bit more forward. And again, we're gonna actually lift the heels this time away from the floor. Stay in downward dog, lifting the hips up. Create a slight bend of your knees, bending the knees as though you are energetically pressing the kneecaps forward, and allow the lower abdomen to approach the front of the thighs. Inhale. On the exhale, press the heels down and maybe the knees go a bit straighter. Look towards your hands, very softly step your right foot forward. Let's lower the left knee down onto the floor and then take our hands on top of the right thigh and gently push your hands down as a way to draw the chest up. Back knee is pushing into the floor, squeezing forward. Front heel is pressing into the mat, squeezing back, and then release both of your hands high into the air. Breathe in. Bring your hands down to the floor, right foot to downward dog. Exhale. Okay, look forward towards your hands, left foot stepping forward. Do your best to have the foot placed between the thumbs. Lower your right knee to the ground and then hands on top of the thigh. Inhale, lift the chest. We're gonna push the right knee, in this case, down into the floor, squeezing forward. Front heel pressing down, squeezing back. And then release both of your hands high into the air. So really connect with the stability of the legs, the stability of the hips. Lower your hands down to the floor and bring your left foot to downward dog. Exhale. Okay, take a full breath in. And push the front of your thighs away from the belly. Exhale. Look towards the thumbs and step your left foot forward and then your right. Feet around, hips distance apart, hands to the shins or the floor, but extend the spine away from the legs. Inhale, exhale, folding. Take your hands and hold onto the forearms or the elbows. You could even have your hands resting on the floor, completely dangling. Upper body relaxed, head nice and heavy. And release your hands. And then begin to come up slowly, one vertebra at a time. So one bone stacking over the other, taking your time. Eventually, once you are standing, you're gonna roll your shoulders, draw them back and down as we stand nice and tall in Tadasana Mountain Pose. Look down at the feet, they're hips width. Our arms are relaxed, or I should say our arms are a bit more rotating out, so palms face forward. And then bring your hands together in prayer position. Close your eyes, breathe in. And breathe out. Open your eyes, release your hands, and then inhale, circle your arms above your head, look up. On the exhalation, fold over your legs, hands down onto the floor. Lift the chest, inhale, look forward. On the exhale, we'll take our left foot and step back. Keep your left knee straight and have the hand staying on the floor. Lift the chin, breathe in. On the exhale, round your spine, tuck chin to chest. Inhale, bring the chest away from the right knee, look forward, try to open. Exhale, repeat, slight tuck of the chin. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, lift the chin, look forward. On the exhale, with the left foot, step to the front and folds. Take your arms in, reach all the way into the sky, stand tall, look up. Exhale, bring your hands right in front of the chest. Release your arms beside you, palms face forward, mountain pose, Tadasana. Circle the arms over your head. Inhale, look up. With your exhale, fold over your legs and bring your hands down to the floor, framing the feet. Lift the chest, breathe in. With your exhale, step your right foot back. The knee remains straight. Come to the tips of the fingers and lift the chin. Inhale. Keep your front knee bent, but exhale, round the spine. Tuck chin to chest. Repeat, inhale, lift the chin, look forward. Right thigh is charged. Exhale, draw the chin into the throat. Round your spine. One more time, we're going to pull our chin away from the chest, look forward. With the exhale, right foot steps to the front, feet hips distance, and bow. Stand up tall. Inhale, lift your arms high into the air, looking up. And then exhale, hands to prayer position right in front of the chest. And then lower your arms along the sides of your body. Standing tall in mountain, palms facing forward. And then closing your eyes. Breathe out completely. Coming back to how you feel, checking in. Noticing any minor shifts or changes and how you might feel in body, mind, and heart. Knowing that these changes are really a result of your effort. Thank you everyone for joining me on day 1 of your 30-day yoga challenge, Intention. Happy New Year, and see you tomorrow.